Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamond for Thursday, June 27th, 2024. Birthday picks from your boy coming your way. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. Your MLB picks are for today, as we got some day action, some primetime games to get into, guys. So starting off here in the Bay, we got the Chicago Cubs and San Francisco Giants. Wraparound game here, game 4 of the series, 3:45 Eastern, 12:45 local time start. We get Shota Imanaga, the lefty, going for the Cubbies. Jordan Hicks going for the Giants. Near pick'em price tag, minus 110 at most shops right now. That is the Cubs as the road favorite, 7 in the hook being the total. The Cubbies coming in, 6 games under 500, 10 games under on the road. And talk about home road dichotomy here. The Giants have been a lot better at home, 22-17 at home. Hicks on the hill. He's actually a guy I like to bet on, guys. 3.2 ERA. He has been up and down at times, but past performance against the Cubs lineup, just a couple starts ago, he went 5 innings blanking them. So not a deep start, but overall, the Giants do have the better bullpen. And looking at the other side of things, Imanaga, the Japanese-born pitcher, big contract here, big name. Last time out, his velocity was down to 90 miles per hour. He gave up 11 hits and 10 earned runs against the New York Mets. 3 home runs as well. Now, granted, the wind was blowing out in Wrigley Field, but those numbers aren't good anywhere, guys. And with the velocity being down, I think this Giants lineup can get to him. And the Giants, talk about dichotomies here. Lefty-righty dichotomy is starting to come to the forefront. They're a top 10 lineup against lefties, bottom half against righties. We get them up against the lefty here today. I think the Giants is the short home dog. We get the home dog barking. Let's jump on San Francisco, minus 103 as the home dog here, guys. Next game up, Atlanta Braves, Chicago White Sox, 4:10 Eastern time start. It is the Braves going with Chris Sale, the big lefty on the hill, commanding a big price tag as well, minus 245 road favorites. White Sox going with Drew Thorpe, total of 8. Drew Thorpe, cool first name for the Sox, but the rookie, hey, his numbers have not been that great in the show. Over a 5 ERA, north of a 5 FIP as well. He's on the wrong side of a 9-11 strikeout to walk ratio. I mean, it's a short sample size, 3 starts, but when you're walking more guys than striking people out, that's not good for you, particularly when you're 40 games under 500. The team you're pitching for, minus 30 units, have not been a great bet. Up against the Braves here, they had that slump a couple weeks ago, but they've bounced back in big form. And they got this Chris Sale on the hill, 10-2 for the season, sub-3 ERA, 107 strikeouts to just 16 walks on the season. His last 3 starts, just short of 20 innings, 5 earned, given up, 25 strikeouts. So he's riding a hot hand here. And in the last 2 times, Chris Sale has taken the bump. The Braves have won both games, 15-4, the combined score. That was against the Yankees and the Rays. He's taken a step down in class. Hey, the White Sox, worst lineup in baseball. They've been cold recently. One of the worst bullpens, guys. We're looking to fade them. We've been doing so a bunch on the show. We're going to do it again here, but we don't like laying near minus 250, so we got to cut down that juice. Let's lay the 1.5 here on the Braves as the road favorite on the south side. Heading to the primetime games up next, guys. It is the New York Yankees, Toronto Blue Jays up next. AL East battle here, 7:07 Eastern time start. Carlos Rodon, the lefty, going for the Bronx Bombers. Looks like Jose Berrios' spot in the lineup for the Blue Jays, although I'm still seeing undecided as I'm recording this the night before. 8.5 being the total. Yankees, minus 130 as the road favorite. Last 2 Rodon starts has not been good. He's been blown up by the Boston Red Sox and the Atlanta Braves. Now, the thing here, Boston and Atlanta, both top 10 lineups against lefties. The Blue Jays, talk about lefty-righty dichotomy, guys. Bottom 5 lineup against lefties. They've really struggled putting up offense when they're facing a southpaw. This is a team borderline top 10 lineup against righties. So we're looking to fade them when they're facing a lefty. They get one here. Now, questions with Rodon because of the numbers recently. But still, it's only 30 cents on the Yankees. Whereas if it is Berrios going for the Blue Jays, he gave up 5 earned in 5 innings last time out against Cleveland. Granted, a good lineup, but he's going to be facing another good lineup here in the Yankees. Overall, guys, I know spot play, people might bring up, the Yankees off of the Subway Series against the Mets, but the Bronx Bombers are always playing big series, so I'm not going to put too much into that. Heading north of the border, just 30 cents here. We're going to bet at action. That's the New York Yankees minus the 30 cents over the Toronto Blue Jays. Couple games left on the short Thursday slate. We get the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals going next, 7:45 Eastern start time. It is Andrew Abbott, the lefty, going for the Reds. Miles Mikolas, rocking that mustache, going for the Redbirds. Minus 135. That's the Cardinals as the home favorite. 8 in the hook being the total. Cincinnati comes in off of the off day for rest. Bullpen should be good to go. And they got Abbott on the hill, the former second rounder out of Virginia, the former Wahoo, 25 years old, 3.4 ERA. He had that great rookie season. He's come back this year, been pretty strong. Now, an interesting part of the handicap here, which makes it a little bit tricky, is Abbott against the Cardinals. He went up against them in the latter half of the month of May and gave up 6 earned in 6 innings with only 3 strikeouts. So he didn't have much success against them the first time around this season. But the Cardinals have struggled against lefties. Lefty-righty dichotomy at the forefront again in this handicap, guys. The Cardinals are a top 10 lineup against righties, and they're the second worst lineup by weighted runs created plus against lefties. Overall, Andrew Abbott has been a better than mediocre major league pitcher, in my opinion. I mean, he changes speeds well. He's got a good changeup, has good movement on his pitches. I actually think he's going to be bounce back here. I like Andrew Abbott, and we get him plus price. He's up against Mikolas. He had trouble with Cincinnati last year when he faced them, so I think Cincinnati can kind of put up those same offensive numbers. I mean, he's got near a 5 ERA, and he's up against the Reds lineup. If they get on base, they're going to take that extra base. They're one of the more aggressive base running teams out there. Off of the off day, plus 122. Hey, think the dog is barking here. Risk 100 to win 122. Got one game left here, guys, but a reminder, if you could comment below, it does help out the algorithm. Doing the birthday show, what best bet coming your way as well. And please smash that like button if you're liking the content. If you like premium picks, check them out, WagerTalk.com. You can use the coupon code DREW7 at checkout. Get you a full week, 7 days of access, half off there. So check it out, Drew7 as the coupon code for the show. Last game up, best bet as well, guys. 8 o'clock Eastern hour here. We get the Cleveland Guardians and the Kansas City Royals. 8:10 Eastern, 51-26 for Cleveland. Best record in baseball. Is it the Yankees, the Orioles, the Dodgers? No, it's the Cleveland Guardians. 662 winning percentage on the season. Now, coming into Wednesday night's game against Baltimore, they have won 7 straight, playing great baseball. They're up against the Royals, just 2-7 their last 9. They got Michael Wacha on the hill, the 32-year-old out of Texas A&M, the former Aggie, 4 ERA. He has been solid recently, but he's not going deep into the games, just 5 innings in each of his last 2 starts. He's up against Lively, kind of the same situation, not going very deep into games, 3 ERA year to date. He was just back-to-back starts against the Blue Jays, so the same lineup, seeing him twice. I think he can have a decent start here. Now, I don't think either starter is going to get into, the 6th inning, 7th inning, which leads me into the handicap of the bullpens. And it's Cleveland over the last 5 weeks. Bullpen in baseball, whether you go by bullpen whip, strikeout to walk ratio, they are near the top pretty much in all the major categories from their relief arms. And Kansas City's had all types of trouble in the later innings. So best bet, birthday best bet for the show, Cleveland Guardians, late inning advantage. We will jump on them minus 110 here over the Royals. In recap, we got the best bet there. Cincinnati Reds plus 122 over the St. Louis Cardinals. New York Yankees minus 130 north of the border. Atlanta Braves on the run line, cutting it down, fading the Chicago White Sox. And we get the San Francisco Giants over the Chicago Cubs. First game up, day action there at home, minus 103 on the Giants. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree, guys. That's going to do it for the Thursday show. We'll be back on Friday. Come back and join us. Smash that like button. Cash those tickets.